Okay, guys, here's the thing. We're going to go over a couple words again today because you guys really don't know the meaning of these words, and you really need to, because these words get thrown around a lot. Well, one of them does. One of them doesn't get used that much, but it's happening right now, and you guys are fighting for it, which is kind of retarded. But whatever. The two words are racism and invasion. Okay? The first one is racism. Prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism against someone of a different race based on the belief that one's own race is superior. Okay, so you know what that means. That means that you are discriminating against someone strictly because you believe that your race is superior. Either you're trying to piss them off, tell them they're not allowed to do something, or basically just hating them because they're a different race than you and you think yours is better than theirs. So basically, well, for one of the biggest examples of racism, which by the way, this is going to let y'all know that not only white people can be racist. Black Lives Matter. That's one of the biggest racist organizations that I have ever seen. Basically, if a white person walks around and says all lives matter, we're called a racist. That's not how racism works. Racism is doing anything in the belief that your own race is superior, which is exactly what Black Lives Matter has done this entire time. Saying all lives matter is not racist, because all lives matter. Okay? That's literally the exact opposite of racism. Black Lives Matter is racist because they believe that black people are superior. That is racist. That is racism. It doesn't matter if it's against white people, black people, or whatever. That's racism. But we're not here to talk about them today. We are here to talk about the caravan. You know, that little caravan that's heading through Mexico and heading for America, thinking they're just going to force their way over the border? And anyone who disagrees with that is called a racist. But what you guys got to understand is we're not disagreeing because we don't want them in our country. No. We are disagreeing because it is an invasion. An invasion is the instance of invading a country or region with armed force. Now, first off, they've already been seen throwing rocks to force their way into Mexico. That makes them an armed force. Okay? They're forcing their way into somewhere with weapons. That is an armed force. Just because we're better armed than they are doesn't mean they're not armed. That just means they're stupid. Doesn't change the fact that they are still an armed force. And they're using their arms to force their way into our country. That makes this an invasion, not seeking asylum. If they were seeking asylum, we always welcome that, and it's always legal. When you go through the proper protocol, an established port of entry, and request asylum. They passed many American embassies where they could have stopped and they could have asked for asylum and it would have been granted to them. Now you guys are saying Trump's racist because he's not wanting to let these people in. But that doesn't make him a racist. If any other country tried to force their way into ours, it's an invasion. And it's met with force. Exactly how it should be. He actually specifically said he wants people to come to this country. He wants people to come here. We all do. If you come here legally and you get a job and you contribute to our society, we want you here. You are nothing but a helping force in our community. But if you're coming here illegally and you're breaking the law to get here, then we're not exactly going to assume you're a good person. We're not going to assume you're good people when the very first thing you do in our country is break the fucking law? That's stupid. Just like trying to invade a country using rocks as weapons when you know, hey, they have tanks, guns, and bombs. It's stupid. You should not support somebody invading your country. They are the literal definition of an invasion. The literal definition. And nobody's racist for telling them not to come in. Because racism is doing it based on the belief that your own race is superior. None of us are saying that. None of us are saying that our race is superior to theirs. We are saying that we want you to come and do it legally, without force. Come calmly. Come peacefully. Come through a designated point of entry and do it legally. And America will grant you asylum. You guys keep saying, well, all your ancestors were immigrants too. All your ancestors were seeking asylum. Yes. But the difference is, all of our ancestors did it legally. All of our ancestors went through the proper protocol to ask for asylum. It was granted to them. These guys are not doing that. They're coming with rocks and weapons, and they're coming violently to try to invade our country, not seek asylum. And we cannot allow that to happen. Now, if that hurts your feelings, I don't really give a shit. I hope it does. Because you need to learn. And nowadays, that's the only way people learn. But this is not okay. Allowing them to just invade our country is not okay. That's basically going to prove to the rest of the world that anyone can do it at any time. And that's not okay. We have these protocols set for a reason. They've always been there, and they always will be, and that's how it should be. Leave it be. If they need to get attacked by our military, they will. And that's how it should be. Because we are going to protect our country from any invasion. Any foreign invasion. No matter what it takes. Now have a good day.